Hey guys, this is Nic Mounts from Centerpoint High School. I want to spend a few minutes with you here talking about our conversion charter school application that we are submitting this summer for the Centerpoint Academy of Agriculture and Skilled Trades. I want to tell you a little bit about what that is and what you can expect. I also do want to invite you to a public hearing on Tuesday, July the 2nd at 6:30 p.m. in the Centerpoint High School library. So first and foremost, what is conversion charter school? It basically looks and feels like a regular school. We're just going to convert in practice only what we do in our focus for our kids. Would Centerpoint High School completely convert to a charter school? No, this would just serve as another option for our students interested in agriculture or skilled trades. What would students be taught? All classes would use a regular Arkansas-approved curriculum just like they do now. All classes, even English and history, math, would have an agricultural focus. We would use project-based learning, which we already do in most of our CTE programs. We would stress perseverance, collaboration, and innovation. And skilled trades would be taught by people currently employed and using these skills. So in addition to our 3 agri teachers that we already have on staff and that we will keep on staff, obviously, we will be able to employ people who are working out in the fields right now, electricians, plumbers, heating and air guys. We can hire them. They can come in on certain days and teach for credit through a waiver that we would apply for. And again, what waivers would you ask for? We would ask only for a certification waiver so that we could hire these people. These people are without Arkansas teaching licenses, so we have to ask for a waiver of those regulations in order to hire them. So who would be eligible to be in a part of this new academy? Students entering the 11th grade. For the first year, this would all take place and begin in the fall of 2020. So we're talking about a year from now. And then we would build by 1 grade. So 2 years from now, we would have 11th graders and 12th graders and carry on with that program. Would this limit the number of regular CHS students who can enroll in classes such as agri classes and things? No. Ag mechanics, meats classes, animal science, greenhouse classes, all those would have regular Centerpoint High School students who want to take that as an elective, and CAAST, or the Centerpoint Academy for Agriculture and Skilled Trades students, they would both be in those classes. Now, CAAST students would take their core classes, English, Math, Social Studies, and Science, as a group together without regular Centerpoint High School students in there. What would be required of these students who are in this new academy? There would be some additional requirements. Complete a minimum of 2 programs of study, and a lot of our kids already get that. I'll go over those programs of study in just a second. Actively participate in FFA, which most of our kids do anyway. Complete a CDE, which is a FFA-specific event. Complete a collaborative capstone project with a team of students, and this is where that collaboration piece comes into play. They would secure employment or an internship during their time as a student at Centerpoint, and a lot of our kids do this anyway. And they would complete industry-recognized certifications in each program of study. In the programs of study that we currently offer right now, there they are. I went ahead and put the primary instructional area, where the kids go to learn those different programs of study. Plant systems, power, we just sort of to call it power. Food products and processing, animal systems, and a new one that we're going to add because of this charter, ag business systems. So here are the classes for each of those programs. I won't read these off, but you'll see if you'll follow it. You can pause your video here. You can look at the columns there. We have those 5 programs of study. Then down at the bottom we have additional suggested classes that kind of go along with that whole idea of a program. Think of these kind of like a college major. If I really want to get specific with my high school studies and I want to look at agribusiness systems as a program, I can take those 2 classes, probably add computerized accounting, and I can have a pretty good background in order to go off to a school and major in ag business. Here's a sample student schedule. Again, this academy, this charter school, would only affect juniors and seniors who wanted to go to this academy. It's not like we would put all of them in there. With their junior year, there's a sample of classes they could take on the left. On the right are classes they could take as a senior. These classes would result, if they took all these classes on this sample schedule, a student being a completer in 3 different areas. Right now, we've used this graphic for a while to highlight or to outline the paths that we have for our kids to go to get a diploma. The traditional path, this is just the default path, regular classes. We have an AP path where students take more challenging classes, and a lot of our kids, even the majority of our kids, take at least one AP class. We have a Project 2020 path, which we added a couple of years ago, where a student can get his or her associate's degree. This would simply be adding a CAAST path for those kids interested in skilled trade. And you can see just by looking at this that we really, for years now, we've offered the AP and the Project 2020 path, obviously the traditional path. So we've got the traditional path for them to go down, and then two, I would say, traditional college-bound paths. We really don't have a path designated for these students, and this would simply add a fourth path for those kids to go through the Centerpoint Academy of Agricultural and Skilled Trades. If you have any questions, call me, email me. Either one of those would work just fine. And again, I do want to invite you to our public hearing Tuesday, July the 2nd at 6:30 p.m. in the Centerpoint High School library. Thank you so much for your time.